Do you find that you're time poor and that you struggle to really find time to spend on your own personal development? If, like many people, it's something that will just be put off, there's too much happening in life for it to happen, and most people will never ever help themselves develop. Hi, my name's Chris Colby, and I want to share with you one tool that's really made a big difference to my life, and really a tool I wish I would have started using years ago. Are you spending about 2 hours a day commuting, sitting in the car, just listening to whatever's on the radio? Or are you spending an hour in the gym or an hour going for a run that you're just got some random music on whilst you're working out but not really getting anywhere? If so, why don't you try Audible? So Audible is an Amazon company, and what it is it enables you to subscribe to it, and then you can pick from a huge selection of books, and then you can listen to these books whilst you're driving around, working out, whatever it is you're doing. So I started using Audible about 12 months ago now, and it's made a massive difference. So like most people, I struggled to find time to actually pick up a book and read it, whereas actually I've spent quite a bit of time just walking, exercising, something where I could do something, but there was nothing else I could do. So using Audible really has made a big difference for me. So I wish I would have started using Audible many years ago. So for a good number of years I used to commute across the Midlands in the UK, which was around about 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hour commute per day. And that over the week, over a month, over a year is a huge amount of time where I'm not being productive. Now some of that I did used to share with some friends, so appreciate they might not want to be involved, but they might have done had I would have known about it and discussed it. But many times I would drive by myself, and with a number of these audiobooks out there, actually, do you know what, all it is 10 hours listening time, so I could have listened to a book essentially within a week just on my car journey. So I think a lot of people think Audible has just got lots of sort of fiction books and novels and things in it, but actually there's a huge array of non-fiction books ranging from motivational, sort of goal setting, specialist things like project management, business analysis, key areas that I really like. But I know it's much wider than those, so you really can find pretty much anything you need to on Audible. And what's great about Audible is that they will give you a 30-day free trial. So what they will do is they'll ask you to sign up with your Amazon account, but you can get the first 30 days for free. And what that'll do is that will give you a credit to get a book, and then you can listen to that, see what you think, have a use of the app. I mean, I found the app very useful because I can listen to it on one device, open it up on another, and it's automatically there for me to re-listen. You can also bookmark certain parts. If you get to a particularly interesting bit of Audible, you can make a flag on it. So this 30-day free trial does enable you to browse all the library. It enables you to get access to some of the free content they've got. After the free trial, it is £7.99 a month, which initially I was like, ooh, £7.99, that's quite a lot. That's sort of like the same as my Netflix subscription. But actually, it is absolutely worth it. So I think originally when I signed up, because we already had Amazon Prime, I actually got 3 months free. So it really did help me solidify that I needed it. But I pay £7.99 a month now, and the knowledge I've managed to acquire from it has made such a difference to how I think about life, how I think about my job, what I want to do in the future, how I might get there. One of the reasons why I've started up my blog. So actually £7.99 for something that will contribute to my future success is, I think, an absolute bargain, and I really encourage you to try it. So I've included a link to my website where you can get a free 30-day trial from. I'll put a link to that in my profile, so do just click on that, go there and have a look. Within that post as well, it's one of my blog posts, it's got some of the options in relation to subscriptions and what you get, so do check that out. In relations to books on Audible, particularly around motivation, I find it's best to find the books that are read to you by the author themselves, because they can just add a certain something to the narration that the non-author can't add, and it really helps make the book come alive. So a few books that I have read that I can highly recommend are Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Now in this book, Gary goes to talk about you need to really find your passion and go your passion, work your passion, do everything to sort of exploit your passion, sort of share what your passion is with people, motivate people with your passion, and if you really work hard and passionate about it, you will find success. The next book that I listened to, again, was absolutely fantastic, and that was Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So this book has been deemed sort of one of the very best personal finance books of all time. But for me, it wasn't so much the personal finance, it was more about the mindset. So what Robert does is he really tries to get you in the mindset of the rich. So it's really just talking about what you're looking for. You're looking at acquiring assets rather than liabilities. So what he's saying is things that put money in your pocket are an asset. Things that take money out of your pocket are a liability. Things like fancy cars. And he's also very controversial to say that he doesn't believe a house is an asset, because a house costs you money, i.e. taking money out of your pocket, rather than putting it in. Whereas if you've got lots of rental properties, they are putting money in your pocket. Really fantastic read. I can't recommend it enough. And the final book I want to really recommend is called Be Obsessed or Be Average, and that is by an entrepreneur called Grant Cardone, based in the US out of Miami. Now, in this book, what Grant talks about is that actually obsessions are normally associated with sort of bad habits such as drinking, smoking, or even drugs. So Grant had a drug problem when he was younger, and he was told that he had this kind of obsessive behaviour. But what he's managed to do is manifest that obsession to really good causes, to sort of bettering himself, bettering others, and acquiring real long-term assets through property. What I took about from that then is actually the real successful people in the world, the sort of real top CEOs you talk about, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, etc., they are absolutely obsessive about what they're doing in their field. And actually, it's okay to be obsessive. You will have doubters telling you might be working too hard, but that's fine. That's just really, they're just trying to justify why they're not working very hard. So, but it's, again, when Grant reads his own book, it really brings it to life, and it's just so easy and inspiring to listen to. I really can't recommend it enough. So, I really encourage you to try it. Do click the link, as I said, in my profile. I'll leave the link specifically to that blog post there. Give it a go. Comment on the blog. Message me if you'd like to find any other good books, or even message me if you've got some great books that you've read or listened to. I'm always open to increasing my reading list, and with Audible I've got the ability to do that a lot quicker. Thanks for watching. Please do follow me and subscribe to me for more content as I leave it. Also, please do subscribe to my blog, where you'll get a notification of any new blogs, posts, any new content that is released. Thanks for watching.